Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at TickTime. This is a smart timer, and essentially what it does is what it sounds like. It times activities for you. Now, it can do that using an onboard accelerometer, so you can essentially just take this out and place it on different sides that have predetermined set timers, and it will then alert you when those timers have expired. Now, it can do this by blinking LEDs, making a noise. It's really a matter of how you want to use TickTime. This was furnished to me, by the way, by the manufacturer for review purposes, and I don't believe it's available yet for mass consumption. This originally started off as a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, one of the two campaigns. And when they reached out to me and asked me if I would want to try it, I said sure. Now, this isn't something you would find everywhere. In fact, I think a lot of you will be scratching your head as to why you would want this, but the whole concept is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, which is that if you want a timer to help you with efficiency, whether it's when you're cooking, working, playing a game, whatever it may be, that is really the goal of this product. So you can see around the body of this, we've got different times starting at 3, 5, 10, 30, 25, 15. So essentially when you place this down, it does have an accelerometer on board, and it is able to detect when it has put down on whichever side. It should automatically start counting. You can also do a customized timer up to 99 minutes and 99 seconds and adjust that right here on this display, but I don't think this will have power necessarily out of the box. Oh, it does. And bear in mind, I don't know exactly how it operates because this is the first time I'm looking at it. It's my first hands-on. When I hit this before, it was, so right now, by putting it down with 25 facing up, it would theoretically start a 25-minute countdown. On the bottom, we have I think that's to reset it. You can see a speaker right here. And yeah, the controls, the little LED readout is right there. I'm not sure that it's going to be too visible on this. Your micro USB port right there for charging. That's what this included cable is for. And again, you put it down on a side, and I'm pretty sure that that's how you begin a timer, I believe, but I'm going to have to play with this. So essentially, at $30, again, I'm calling it a smart timer because that is the concept. It says to turn on and off, press any key to start. To turn off, press V plus and V minus at the same time and hold for 3 seconds. So the V keys are here, you can see right here, and actually on the timer right now you can see it's blinking, showing 20. Again, it's hard to see, but 24 minutes 41 seconds. And yes, the reason the image is not great here, or I should say the LCD is not reproducing as much as I would like it to, or we would like it to, is because the battery is nearly dead. So in order to shut it off, again, it's just saying hold down both the V plus and minus at the same time for 3 seconds, and that should shut it off. I think it is off now. It is. And turning it on is as simple as just pressing any key, essentially. And this, I believe, will restart the timer. But again, it's a straightforward thing. I mean, it's something that you think you could potentially benefit from or not. I feel like anyone who's watching this is going to look at it and say, I have no use for this, or they're going to look at it and say, this is kind of brilliant. Because I know you could say, well, I have a phone. It has a timer. Why do I need this? Well, it's a dedicated device, which is both good and bad. It's something else to carry around, but it also means you're not relying on draining your phone battery. And essentially, the instructions just outline the quick countdown, which you can use with, as I mentioned, all the presets that are around the body. And then it has the customized, which you would just program up here using the controls there around the LCD. And as I already mentioned, it can go up to 99 minutes and 99 seconds. So that is the range, and that's just because of, I think, the readout of the actual LCD not being able to support additional characters. And then it says falling down, then the countdown starts. Again, that's just picking the side you want it on, and then the countdown will begin. And counting, so it's just telling you that when the timing is over, it will be indicated. It will have an alarm unless you have it in the silent mode. And that's pretty much it. Charging, They're letting you know that the light will flash during charging and it will be solid when, or rather it will go out when it's fully charged. The volume adjustment is done right here with the V plus and minus. And that's pretty much it. So again, you'll either have a use for this or you'll have no clue. You know, the pitch is that it can make you more efficient in the workplace, that it's also magnetic. So you could stick it, you know, if you're in the kitchen and you're cooking, you could just, I guess, stick it to the side of any of your appliances that are metal. I already mentioned the silent mode is basically if you're out in public or at work, but you want to use it, but you don't want it to disturb other people, so it will just blink the LEDs. And the accelerometer is really what makes it smart besides its design. And, you know, it's pretty straightforward. So I think, as I stated earlier, some people are going to think this is kind of ingenious. Others are going to think it's kind of ridiculous. It's really just a matter of what you plan to do with it. I already know someone that when I told them I was getting it was very excited to try it out because they do wonder if it's going to make them more efficient in certain scenarios. You know, if you're in the gym, it's a good way to set up timers for different activities you're going to do, different exercises. Make sure you only give it that much focus. Even when I've got the pup out and he's running around, if I want to make sure that I'm not giving him too much playtime, in the kitchen I could see just, you know, putting the 15-minute timer on, and then when the alarm goes off from the speaker down here, it's time to stop the playtime with the pup. So, you know, the things they like to allude to I've already mentioned, which is working, cooking, playing games, working out. And I think those are the most obvious ways that this is going to actually be utilized in a practical manner. So whether or not this appeals to you, again, is going to vary a lot person to person. But wanted to share it with all of you and thought it was interesting. You know, it's one of those more unique items that I get that isn't just for, you know, one field. Like, it's not similar to me reviewing phones or cameras or, you know, battery packs or chargers, or it's just one of those things you don't see very often, and clearly someone had a concept and wanted to execute on, and if it works, it serves a purpose, and it will be utilized by people that it appeals to. So thought it was cool and worth a share, and it's not expensive, but again, it is not readily available yet. The novel coronavirus has not helped with those matters. I believe it's actually delayed it even further because this was originally supposed to come out, I think, last month, but I'm not positive about that. Either way, you should be able to purchase this soon. So again, look for the information in my description. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.